Today, we want to learn something on finding roots of equation. And finding roots of equation, we have a formula. The formula is s squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots equal to 0. This is the formula. Finding roots of equation. S squared minus sum of roots plus product of roots equal to 0. So given A and B, if you are asked to find the roots of equation for these numbers, this means you add this up. So the sum of roots becomes A plus B, and product of roots 2 becomes A times B. That's how we do it. So you add them up and you find the product 2 and you substitute it into the formula. That's how you solve it. So let's take the following examples. If you are given, find the roots of the equation for the following. Find the roots of the equation for the following. 1, 3, and 4. The sum of roots is equal to 3 plus 4. As I said, you add it. 3 plus 4 is what? 7. The product of roots, we have 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is what? 4. So you substitute this into the formula. So s squared minus sum of roots. So you can write your formula. Sum of roots s plus product of roots equal to 0. So sum of roots is 7. So you add your x to it plus product of roots 12 equal to 0. So this is our answer. This is the answer. Question 2. We have -2 and -5. And always take note of your negative numbers. So the sum of roots, it becomes -2 plus -5. And under integers, we said negative plus negative is negative. Product, we have the product is equal to -2 times -5. And -2 times -5, we have 10. Because negative times negative is positive. So it becomes s squared minus, what is the sum of roots? We have -7x plus product of roots is what? 10 equal to 0. So it becomes s squared minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. And in integers, I taught you that if two minus signs are meeting, it becomes what? Positive. So s squared plus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. That's the answer. Let's move on to the third question. The third question. So we have 1/2 and 1/3. The sum of roots. So it's not always they will give you whole number. They can give you fraction. So it becomes 1/2 plus 1/3. What is the LCM? LCM is 6. 2 goes into 6, 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 3 goes into 6, 2. 2 times 1, 2. So we have 5/6 as our sum of roots. Product of roots. We have 1/2 times 1/3. This becomes 1/6 because we multiply the numerators and denominators under multiplication of fractions. So we substitute. What is the sum of roots here? It's 5/6 x plus product is what? 1/6 equal to 0. But don't leave your answer in this way because this is how you will leave your answer. You don't want it in the fraction. So you multiply through by the LCM. And what is the LCM? LCM is 6. LCM is 6. You multiply through. And this is one term. This is another term. This is this one to be multiplied by 6, because addition and subtraction is used to separate terms. So it becomes 6 times x squared minus 6 times 5 over 6x plus 6 times 1 over 6 equal to 0 times 6. It becomes 6x squared. This cancels this, we have 5x plus we have 1 equal to 0. So this is our answer. It is 6x squared minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Let's move on to our last question. And the last question, we have negative 1 and 6. What is the sum of rows? The sum of rows, we have negative 1 plus 6. And negative 1 plus 6 is what? Positive 5. Product of rows. That one too, we have negative 1 times 6. And negative times positive is negative. So negative 6. So our formula becomes x squared minus the sum of rows is what? 5x plus product of rows equal to what? 0. So it becomes x squared minus 5x. Always, if positive and negative are meeting, you eliminate the positive. So it becomes minus 6 equal to 0. So you see, this topic is very interesting. Finding roots of equation when given numbers. Thank you and have a nice day.